I know I'm gonna receive a lot of hate, but man, look, man. After watching a few videos and been following Kevin Samuels for a little bit, man, I know he has a huge demographic as women and giving them advice and telling them what they need to hear. Some of them want to sue him. Some of them believe he violating their trust, but a lot of women respect him. And some men as well, many men, because now it's highlighting their dysfunction. A lot of women from all geographic locations, right? They like, okay, well, no matter how successful you are, they highlight the women that make poor choices when it comes to selecting men they want to be with. And it was this one particular video, and it was a couple videos, but one particular video what I really enjoyed by Kevin Samuels this morning. It was this woman from California, and she was married for like 5 years. They had a son together. He's 10. And, they broke up and whatever, man. I got a divorce, and I believe, he always gets into detail, that asks direct question, what made you guys split up? What happened? And she was just saying, yeah, I mean, it just didn't work out. I mean, it was too many arguments, verbal arguments, things wasn't going right. And then Kevin Samuels proceeded like, okay, well, are you looking, do you want to be married again? And the little woman stated and responded saying, yes, I want to be married again. And even though you're like, listen, you're a single mother, you're 36 years old, okay, you're an accountant, which is good, making 72 a year, that's good. But the much as you get older, the older that you get, your chance of receiving or getting another man or being in a relationship, especially, when you have a son, it decreases. And that's reality. A lot of men, you got some men out there, and I know some men personally that, that will marry or be with a woman that's a single mother. That's nothing wrong with that. But in general, men don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with the baggage. They don't want to deal with the responsibility of taking care of another man's seed, especially if the woman is not bringing too much anything to the table, or they're not making a certain amount of money. They're not making, like, if a guy, high value guy is making 100,000, 200,000 plus a year, and then you got a woman that's making 80,000, but you got all these issues, like, so, and then she's still tied to the baby daddy or whatever, her ex-husband. And I'm looking at this like, he was like, look, instead of him like bashing her and saying, hey, go get your bag and all this, what he really developed was very smart. And if he's genuine with it, he said, listen, go back to your ex-husband and say that you went to therapy, you wasn't in the right headspace, it didn't work out, but now you want to try again. And just do it for your son, because at the same time, you don't have that much time to continuously trying to look for another partner, in order to be secure. Like, as a woman, especially men, but women, they want a companion, and he was just like, hey, just work it out with your husband. He lives like 10 minutes away from you, your ex-husband. Just say, I'm sorry, I apologize, we need to talk. And I was super surprised at him saying things like that. And she wasn't combative anything, very, nice looking lady. And she stated that, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and try your approach. I'm going to do it again. And, hopefully she does do it. I don't know if she's just saying that because of the camera, but based on her mannerisms, I think she's going to follow up with Kevin Samuels' advice. And I have to give kudos to Kevin Samuels for giving that advice. That was really amazing, man. I respect him for that. It was another young lady. She was a senior and going to Penn State, one of the best colleges there in Pennsylvania, Penn State. And I think she was majoring in political science, and they said she got a certification. He's like, what's your certification? Because she was looking for, a decent guy, value man. She wants someone that's on the millionaire status, someone that's going up there, is going somewhere in life. And what it was, she was frustrated because she's privileged. Her dad is paying for her college and everything, and she's dating this dude from the streets. And what I like Kevin Samuels, man, he didn't beat around the bush. And the young lady she was like, okay, what does he do for a living? He was like, well, I mean, he had a job, but it's kind of illegal now. It's like, okay, what's illegal? What do you do? He sell drugs. So you a college educated woman. You're about to try to get a new job, try to make at least 80K a year, 100K a year, and you're still dating niggas from the streets. And he was like, and you want a millionaire dude, ain't that a B? And I'm looking like, yeah, man, I mean, it just goes to show you that, a lot of these women don't know what they want sometimes. And he's trying to break, he know what deep down inside that a woman want a provider. They want someone, with an edge. I understand that, I get that, someone that's tough. But for the most part, why won't you date someone on your level? And that's what he was saying, man. And then, that's why I made a video a few months back when he was on the No Jumper. I just really feel like, I mean, I know some niggas gonna probably comment on here saying, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. He's just a front. It's all a lie. I mean, you can have your opinion. That's why I like the beauty of YouTube. But I mean, I feel like Kevin Samuels, man, he knows what he's talking about, bro. Like even though, he's an image consultant and you probably looking like, okay, if he's a high value man while he living in an apartment, but that's his business. I'm looking at the fact that he can speak, man, and he do be saying like, he's just so firm what he says, bro. Like, he says with a lot of confidence. Like, he just don't say it just to get views at the end of the day, man. And he talks about, I mean, yeah, he might say some goofy stuff about their weight and everything. Like, you weigh a size 16 plus and like you looking for a high value man. He was just saying, in reality, in the world, a value man want, someone that's fit. Like, and that's true. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it's the harsh reality, but this is what you want. This is what you need to do and improve. You got to give up and put things, on the table. And you got to meet us halfway, or meet us damn near there. And I kind of like that. He's pretty much holding women responsible, man. And whatever you say, like, he's like a Dave Ramsey, but / when it comes to relationships to me, But it was one woman, and I'm going to go ahead and close, but a YouTuber, she made a video, it's 13 minutes long, about how Kevin Samuels saved her marriage and everything. So, I mean, hey, I think the dude is, is doing a decent job. I don't know if he's married or anything. I know that's hypocritical. People might put that on there. Why is he giving advice? This dude's not even married or whatever. But at the same time, man, I mean, maybe he's doing what he's supposed to do. That guy has something to be, But I just kind of think of it like that, man. But that's all I really have to say, man. I just like the content. I really do. I really enjoyed it. But you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Tell me what you guys think about Kevin Samuels, man, if y'all think, man. But honestly, got truth, I think he's doing a pretty good job, man, with this platform and changing the minds of women, man. I mean, it's just pretty much like, hey, he's hearing he's hearing pretty much the women's side of the story, but he's giving the men the benefit of the doubt, and he's actually offering solutions at the same time, But that's all I really have to say. You guys, like, comment, subscribe. It's unique. I'm out. Deuces.